Hello, everyone. We are here. We are live. It is time to return to the wonderful Rimworld, to our colony that... Oh, Jesus, my computer speakers were really loud. Well, that's... Okay, that's better volume. Jeez. I was watching Netflix, and apparently Netflix is really quiet. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, we are back. It is time for more Rimworld adventures. Normanton, thank you very much for the resubscription. That I think some resubscriptions have come in before I got home. Normanton, thank you for the resubscription for the 14th month. Also for the donation. Saying welcome to Rimworld. Just checking up on my character. Did you ever fix the Xenonauts save? Praise the cube. The Xenonauts save? No, I couldn't fix it. Couldn't get it working, unfortunately. So that seems to be dead. I might have to... If I play through Xenonauts again, I'm going to have to wait until it's actually, like, released. Unfortunate, but that's just, I think, what it's going to have to be on that one. How is your character doing? I think your character's been doing okay. I can't say any particular massive problems for Normanton. No health issues. Relatively happy, as anyone can be here. You pretty much cook and occasionally shoot stuff. I think you've helped us in the defence of the colony a few times and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, has been fairly good. Oh, we need to revive Absol for the millionth time. How many Absols are we into this? How many? Resurrect Lightmech. How many Absols have we gone through? It's got to be a lot, right? What else did we have? Pengy, thank you for the resub for the 16th month. A rollcast salute to you from chat, saying 16 months of Tim Hortons coffee and donuts for the colonists throughout the universe. I mean, you have been very kind. Tim Hortons has been spread far and wide during the 16 months. Where the rest have gone, and for many more months in the future. Well, I do hope so. Yeah, thank you very much. What are you doing? Oh, you're needing steel, I guess, to start the thing up. Sure. Okay. Paul, thank you for the resub for the 16th month. A rollcast salute to you. I say the spirit of Pulverine Mark 1, long entombed in rust and static. Whispers once more through the fractured frequency. The cube shall return, not as an object, but as a reckoning, the axis upon which paradox balances and the forgotten order reboots. Well, that is a ominous message and all that. Oh, good old. Well, I mean, the Pulverine is still going. There we go. The Mark II is still wandering around. Needs a charge. Running out of battery. So, yeah, should probably go and charge up that. We're going to get Absol. Private Dylan, are you actually going to start? Okay, you are starting work on it. Fine, fantastic. Drake, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A rolled car salute to you from my chat. A Firebird, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, hey, Lex, how was the traffic? Not great. It's always the bloody way. It's always a way where you need to get home. You get stuck in traffic. There's a long queue at the bloody petrol station. Well, I went for diesel, but yeah. Always the way, whenever you're running a little bit late, the universe conspires. But it's fine. We're here now. We can just run the stream a bit longer. It's all good. How are my characters and relationship with Drake? I mean, as far as I'm aware, you are pretty good. You are pretty happy at the moment. I mean, yeah. You've probably got the most stable relationship I've ever seen in Rimworld by a really long way. You are very happy. Basically, it's because you're inside you're doing teaching, which you like. No health concerns. I mean, yeah, pretty great. What are you currently teaching? Oh, you are teaching FailRace how to do melee combat. Sure, why not? Why not? I mean, the other one, Camaro over here, is currently training a dog. Also relatively happy. For those of you that might not have seen, we had a cloning incident that went on, and that is Firebird's clone, which we as you can see, we had to kind of do a lot of work to fix them up, but it did do the job, and they are now healthy and going, and you know, helping out with the colony when they need. Brady, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 15th, or for the 29th month. Sorry, 15th month in a row, 29th month overall. A big Rollcast salute to you from chat. Saying we need adult water parks, no kids, a floating bar in a lazy river circling a stage with live music, a taco truck. I mean, I could get behind that. That sounds fun. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I would be all up for that as a strategy, as a plan. I feel like there's got to be that somewhere, right? Someone's done that. Someone's got to have tried it. Don't know whether you'd make enough money, but you know, would be good. I would be a fan, definitely. I do agree with Brady on that one. Don't they do? Isn't it an American thing? I've never seen it over here. Like, don't they do? Is it like tubing they do in America, where you basically get like the big, I say like the inner tube or like a big inflatable tube and just sort of like float down a river drinking? Isn't that a thing? I really could be wrong, and I probably am, because the only real, I think it was Achievement Hunter that I heard about it from, because it's not something that's done over here. But it looks like it would be fun. Apparently, I heard a lot of people just like lose random. Actually, I think I saw a video of somebody who was like going around and like dredging the riverbed, picking up all the crap that was dropped. So yeah, apparently it is a thing. Blindas is saying it is Pengy Brady. Yeah, so I did remember right. I did remember the I guess from Achievement Hunter. I think that's where I've heard about it. But yeah, there we go. Firebird, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs that went to the community. A big Rollcast salute to you from chat, from me. Thank you so very much for your generosity. It is greatly appreciated. Drake, thank you bits. Saying, Alex, we need a Roadcraft stream soon. Do not fear, there will be a Roadcraft stream soon. There'll be a Roadcraft stream this week. I'm not sure what day it might be, but it will be either Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. I'm not actually quite sure what I'm doing this weekend, so that's why. But there will be Roadcraft will be happening. I was actually playing a bit of it today while I was waiting for a couple of videos to render, and yeah, Roadcraft will be happening. So 'tis all good. Harlequin, thank you for the bits. Saying I did a bit of tubing once, and I only just remember doing it. Of course, a lot was drunk and me and Mike had some good times. Yeah, that seems to be what happens. Memory gets a bit fuzzy and everything. Erraticus, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 5th month. A Roadcast salute to you from chat. Thank you so much indeed. Also, Fiber, thank you for the bits. Saying, we're in the Jag or the RS6? At the moment, I'm driving the Jag. The Audi needs to go to the garage. Because of course it bloody does. Yeah, Scotland did a little bit of a number on it. I forgot I have to go and do... I've got to go do massive inventory management. That's going to be fun. I'm not actually sure what I can do for inventory management. Guess we could probably build another... we could build another storeroom up here. That works. Right, so if we... Okay, that does need to be mined. If we were to build along here... Say, we can probably just build another big... This can just be another massive storage room. Oh no! Tim Hortons is having a heart attack! Hold on. Oh, well, I do appreciate things in the hype train. Hold on, we've got to save. We've got to save a Tim Hortons here. Where is Numot? No, Numot's asleep, but it's fine. If we go draft... crap. Can we... medicine is down there. We're actually ill. Numot is really close. Right. I know it's not great, but just run and grab that. Actually, because like this is just, if we can get there as quick as possible, it's probably quick. Speed is of the essence, I think here. There's nothing we could do about that. God damn. Like, we literally could not have reacted faster to that if we tried. There's nothing I could have done. We were there, we got medicine, we recovered them, but unfortunately, poor Tim Hortons. How old were you, Tim Hortons? Don't actually know if there is a way to tell you how old they were. How old were you? I mean, they've had a long life, that is for sure. Life expectancy 12, and they were definitely older than 12. I do not know. But poor Tim Hortons has passed away of natural causes. Unfortunately, Numot did their very best. We've saved a few heart attacks, but yeah, he was an old Mally. I think, to be fair, Mally's life expectancy is 12. I mean, we've got 12, 9, 8, 14. That's a lion. We got a 20-year-old German Shepherd, which really shouldn't. I say wouldn't. There probably has been a 20-year-old German Shepherd, but that's unlikely. Yeah, the Malleys are. Normally I use Malleys as my animal of choice, but this colony we've just ended up with lions. So yeah, it's just how it goes. Well, Numot, good effort. We will have that held for the moment. Computer needs a chair. Oh, I keep forgetting that one there does. I don't even remember building a computer in here. Oh, Kayla said, checked earlier, the oldest recorded German Shepherd was 23. Jeez. Like, I know in reality, I know Mally's life expectancies aren't crazy long. I think 12 is about right for real life Malleys. I had a feeling it was 14, but I could be misremembering or wishful thinking. Not sure, but I do know that the Malleys, in reality, that the Malleys are actually. Well, I don't even remember why I put a computer there because I'm not sure that's a good spot because it's going to be in the way of the arcade cabinet. But sure, I think. Right, Ralph, why are we not giving you a gun? Is there a reason I'm not giving you a gun? Is it because we don't trust you? I mean, always a possibility here. Honestly, I might just give you heavy SMGs. Heavy SMGs are pretty solid in some situations. So, yeah, I guess you can just go get that. Firebird, thank you very much. For the gifted subs and for getting the hype train to to kick off. Thank you so much. Again, I hope there was a big broadcast salute to you, Flubchat. Harlequin, thank you for the bits. Was for the hype train. For a couple of ones for the hype train. Firebird also, thank you for the bits. I say for a Tim Hortons Mark II, we can definitely get a Tim Hortons Mark II on the go, depending on what animals and what we have occurring. Tim Hortons Mark II might end up being a person, depending on if we manage to get this lot recruited. Oh, have I not ordered them to I feel like I have. Oh, just I guess all the miners are asleep at the moment. So, because we're normally pretty rapid at digging out the mountains when we need to. I guess we will find out if all of this is covered. We may have to put another thumper in there just in case, kind of a deal. Also, Firebird with a bit saying, how's Caleb, my favourite dog? Caleb is doing good. Where is Caleb gone? Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. We have paused. Who has turned up? Oh. Twingo's wife is here. Giggles' father has come to rescue them. Oh, you are very close by. I mean, okay. None of this is particularly problematic, I don't think. I'm honestly not that worried. This is only a 5,000 point raid, which is pretty small considering. They are melee weaponed in humanization, but by the looks of it, they are not death refusal. I mean, some may have, but the majority are not death refusal. Okay, one's death refusal down there. That's fine. This is just a raid. They tend to use psychic ritual to summon hideous flesh beasts. They might perform the ritual multiple times. You need to go stop them. Okay. Got a simple solution to this problem. I have a very simple solution to this problem. Oh. The solution was mortars. I don't even think we need to get in the Bradley. I don't even think we're going to really use it that much. Pretty sure the kill box is going to do that. As ow. Where are they going is the good question. Because are they going? I don't have a door left open, do I? Right, we're gonna call the animals back in. There's definitely not a gap in the wall, is there? I think just go. I guess they're just going to a ritual site. That might be it. Okay, well they're just going to the north, kind of thing. Right. Reload guns. I may have to turn off the mortars before they fire again. Yeah, they're going to get too close to the walls. I think. Right. We are opening the doors. Thankfully, this thing's pretty quick, so we can now shut the doors. Is this thing on auto-firing? It is. It's the most savage thing, the Bradley. We are largely, I mean, we're not going to really head. Sorry, horses. We should probably get a couple of people down here ready just in case. Sergio Turbo, please stop viewing art. Prepare yourself for battle. MG! It's night time, which means it's time to shoot. Potentially. I mean, there's only if they really breach the walls. Canadian. Longbow, I think you can wake up now. Over there. I'm not going to take the tank close to the walls. I'm not taking the tank close to the walls. This is more in case they're trying to spawn stuff in, which I don't think they are. Oh god, Tomboy just took a absolute battering there. What is a kill box like? It's not really been too heavily tested in this one. The Harlequin is going to just sort of park up there. There is just, you know, the chirps from the various machine guns. Ooh, well, that's like the pain bolter thing. Doesn't really do much to a turret. They're basically just trying to brute force their way through. Oh, they're injured. They're all down. Okay, they're not going to do a resurrect. Like, I'm not going to take my tank into this place, right? This place is far too crowded. Not sure what Jack Skeleton's doing. Taking rice to inventory. Maybe don't run across in front of all the gun line would be a good shout here. Just a thought. Oh. Okay, Latch, interestingly... Not the cabbages! Oh, the Blight's got the cabbages. terrible. Yeah, it's interesting to see some of them were choosing to run towards the side, which is kind of what I wanted to see them do. And like we hoped, you know, if we spread them out, that's good news for me. Oh. Meteor. Okay, it's crashed down there. That's fine. Yeah, we don't need a tank. Tank can go back home. They have not... They didn't even... To be honest, we didn't even... you know, deal with any ritual. They were just... Oh! Let's blow a turret up, which is a bit frustrating, but... You know, nothing bad, really. Alright, parking tank. I mean, oh, that's always good. It is a horror film that we've got here. Kira is immediately dead, and I think that's everyone gone. Oh no, Hartman is now removed. Are any of you worth saving? I'm not getting to you in time, you'll be dead. You'll probably be dead. Oh, look at the list of things wrong with them. They were shot twice in the torso, 5 times in... Sorry, twice in the neck, 5 times in the torso. Arm, we've got shrapnel in arm and liver, shot in the lung, shot in the kidney, shot in the leg. Oh, no, wait. No, I guess that was more shrapnel in the leg. Shot in the other leg, shot in the pelvis, and shot in the femur. Is the femur the leg as well? Different part of the leg? Ouch, you've had a bad day. You've had a bad day. I mean, you did decide to run into the kill box. I mean, also, it's pretty horrific. We've just got, like, this streaks of blood as they try to run into them. It is pretty awful. Yeah, they do still have death refusal. Well, you're dead in 6 seconds. And you've got no death refusal. You are maybe savable. If you're worth it. You've lost a kidney. I'm more looking at your crafting skill. Sever, you might actually be worth saving. Who is awake who can be a doctor? Was it Goz? No, it's definitely not Gozkazan. Nope. LMG's not the worst. Who is awake? Who is a half-decent doctor? It looks like it might actually fall. No, none of them are great. These nuts, you're a decent doctor. Right. If we do that, you can go tend to them. Inhumanization thing we can deal with. It's not a problem. You're dead. You're an okay soldier, but... Okay, you are going to get back up. But I'm not that fussed, because I feel like you're going to get back up, you're going to try and wander into the kill box. And then you're going to find out why you don't want to wander into the kill box. I'm not actually sure if D's Nuts is going to be able to get there. Well done, everybody who has very successfully dealt with the blight. The cabbages are gone. However... The colony shall be fine. Okay, Logue is going to get up. Go on then, I dare you to run at the kill box. All of this effort. Just all of that effort. All of that effort. You get up. And that's what happens. That was your attempt. I feel like you just turn around and you go home and you tell the other cultists what's going on here and to never come back to this place again. I feel like that's what you should do here. Oh, I thought it was weird. It looked like a weird flickering thing, but I think that's just the way the names were overlapping. Oh, and they're gone as well. Oh dear. Right. Allow animal corpses. Yes. And then we are going to... we can't assign a colonist to it, but we can tell longbow. Prioritise burying Tim Hortons. Okay, have you done that? Capture sever. Good work. The cultists have, very much been dealt with in this one. Pretty effectively. Pretty effectively. No flesh beasts to worry about. Just, honestly, the auto mortars combined with killbox absolutely would have just done the job. I know Eve is shouting away from upstairs. That was a big meow. You won't be able to hear it. It's quite far away. But the fact that I could hear it as loudly as I could is impressive. Eve, what do you want? That was really loud. I presume you're upstairs. Nope, nothing. There we go. Tim Hortons has been buried. Or maybe, to be fair, maybe Eve was, memorialising Tim Hortons. We did get the people out of the... Ah, speak of the devil. Hello. Are you going to knock everything over? What do you want, Evie? Where are you going? Now you're just stood in front of the screen. Well, I can't see what's happening now. Is there a critical medical emergency? I don't know. I can't see. You're in the way. Yes, you are in the way. Oh, now you're standing on the keyboard and now you're headbutting the microphone. What? What can I help you with, Eve? What can I help you with? Sorry, we're having the impromptu cat break for the stream, which does occur. I now can't reach my keyboard because Eve is in the way. Thankfully, the microphone is still in front of me, so I can continue to talk. What's up, Eve? What you do? You can't sit down on the desk. You literally can't. Oh no! You've scrolled. You've scrolled the Streamlabs. Go back up. There we go. Cora, thank you for the bits. We're saying hi to Eve. Pengy, thank you for the bits. We're saying thank you, Eve, for the eulogy for Tim Hortons. She did a good job. She did do a good job on that one. Now I can't see Streamlabs anymore. She's gone over to that monitor. Eve, do you want to just come and sit on my lap? Is that what you're after here? Look, there is space. You can. I thought that was what you were after. No, you're going to sit on the arm of the chair. That works as well, but, Starbucks, thank you very much for the donation. So, yes, with my rival Tim Hortons dead, there's no one to stop. Or will stop his evil twin Starbucks from joining the colony. Oh no, we will have that, but also Pengy, thank you the bits. We're saying a payment for the burial and memorial services for Tim Hortons and hoping for a Tim Hortons Mark II. So we may well have a Starbucks and we may well have a Tim Hortons Mark II on the way. There will be the coffee rival. I'm sorry, Tim Hortons wins every day of the week, but yeah, there will be the coffee rivalry going on. Right, where do we go? Normanton, thank you very much for the donation. I would say relationship check, please. Praise the cube. Where is Normanton? God, I forgot to check. So many characters, that one there. Let's have a look, shall we? Relationship chance. Well, Captain Kurt, there's a bit of a chance. Isn't Captain Kurt? Eve is still currently continuing to headbutt the microphone. There's a chance with Paul, a very tiny chance with Cora, but Climber, thank you very much for the donation. So my fridge has somehow joined the Broken Car Club. Well, that's not very good. Do you use your fridge as a car? Probably shouldn't do that. I've been having to cool my soft drinks by putting them in the fridge. I left a 2-litre bottle of Coke for too long, and when I opened it, a chunk of frozen Coke was fired into the ceiling. Oh, it's a bit too cold. There's a bit too cold going on there. I've never had that. I have had at one point. I can't remember what can it was, whether it was a Coke or just one of the normal cans. In fact, like the can I have got. Oh, these nuts, you were still drafted. Did not realise. Like the normal. Is it what 300? I've got it on my desk. 300. Yeah, 330 milliliter cans, normal can size. And this is back where I used to live, where I put the cans on the side in the kitchen. I didn't realise this is when I just moved, or relatively recently moved in there. But when I put the cans on the side of the kitchen, I didn't realise that the sun would come in the mornings, and basically I guess the sun was on these cans all morning, relatively all morning, and I went to get one, didn't think anything of it, because, you know, by the time I'd got there, the sun wasn't pointing on it, picked the can up, and when I opened it, I guess once it ruptured, or I say once it broke the seal, obviously there's so much pressure built up, rather than like pushing the metal in, it fired it straight up into my hand. That one was not fun. Yeah, that one was not. Thankfully, while it was a bit of a shock and I had a pretty nasty cut for a while, it didn't actually it didn't embed itself in my hand or anything like that. And like the whole thing didn't break. Like the whole can didn't break. It was just as I guess as I released the pressure, everything sort of exploded upwards out of it. So yeah, that one only ever happened once. Never had it happen again. Never want to be fair. But yeah, yeah. So don't leave cans of drink in the sun. Solid. I mean, it's solid life advice, really. Let's face it. It is pretty solid advice at the end of the day. But yeah. There we go. Important lessons were learnt that day about not being an idiot, basically. I'm going to open a can of drink because I realize I haven't actually opened this one. I normally try to open them before stream. Are we going to explode? Shouldn't. No. It can't get to the sun can't get to where I put the drinks down. So it is safe. MG saying, did I steal the drink? I can't even remember, to be honest. I'm going to say probably not. Oh, Nokia has started a fight, for God's sake. But I honestly can't remember. Brady disrespected Nokia honesty. This drove Nokia into a rage and he began a fight. Brady, come on now. Do better. Do better than that. Squirrel, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 11th month. A roll car salute to you from chat. Saying, evening Alex, I'm glad to be able to catch a stream again after a busy few weeks/months. Life does happen. I'm glad to have you back. Just want to say I've been having a rough time lately, and the Rimworld streams of your videos, especially Survive the Hunt, gone in 48 minutes, and yesterday's car park wars, have been a massive help. Oh, well, I'm very glad to hear that they have been able to help and everything. Polo is out of the Broken Car Club. Hey, good news indeed. Except the rust. Well, yeah. That happens. But the Skoda goes into the garage tomorrow, so wish me luck. Oh, well, yeah, hopefully no more Broken Car Club for you. Hopefully all goes well with the Skoda. Hope you pets and chat are well. I am well. Pets are well. Eve is going to sleep on my lap as we speak. Piers, I'd like to throw my name in the list for the naming of things. You absolutely can. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by and everything. But yeah, hopefully all goes well with the with the Skoda. I mean, I've got the Jag going in for a service. Actually, a couple of weeks' time now. The Jag will be going in to get a couple of bits. It needs new brake pads and just a general service. So that passes its MOT with no issues. So the Jag is all good. It's nice when that happens. It's so rare for me. And it's going to get sold at some point in the not crazy distant future as well. But you know. I don't need all the cars. I say that I don't need all the cars. I don't, but and yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan, pretty much. And I say that now, and I'm terrible for I have a plan and I don't stick to it. I am one of those. I don't try I try to, but we will see how it all pans out. Pingy, thank you for the saying, curse you, Starbucks. Tim Hortons will have their revenge. Tim Hortons shall. We know Tim Hortons will. Tim Hortons absolutely will have their revenge in this life or the next. Why is that lamp not work? Oh, okay, it's working. It just turned on late. That's fine. That's fine. We got to make sure everywhere here is lit just in case. Even if I hate today's youths and the connotations of that, I am definitely not, intending for that. But there we go. Normanton, thank you very much for the ashes. Just checking for a relationship. Just asking, sorry, for a relationship for all characters. I can't necessarily do every. There's so many to go through, but we can have a look. We'll have a look at the main adventurers into the romance sphere. Cora is Cora here. Cora's not here today. You know what? It would. I don't think I've seen Cora around in chat. I tell you what, if Cora manages to get into a relationship on a 1.5, it would be the day when Cora is not around. I can almost... Oh, Cora is here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your name pop up earlier. Or I haven't seen your name pop up. But it would be ironic that the one time you are not here is the one time you would end up with the... Oh, we're going to need some pillars in here, aren't we? Maybe. I'm going to go with probably... yeah, we'll just let them dig. We'll let them dig, and then we will illuminate and sort out the walls and all of that fun stuff. Who else were we have? Who else is most likely to? I honestly can't even remember who was most likely to end up with relationships. Like I feel like a lot of the normal characters have just got kind of really nothing chances. Lado's chance, nope. But Paul, what about you? Oh, I can't even tell Paul's. It's Paul. Paul attempted romance last time and it didn't work. These nuts. What are your chances? Oh, Twingo? What's up? Oh, observed corpses. Oh, and your wife died. Well, yeah. Your wife was a cultist and did attack our base. You're wearing a dread leather scarf. Please drop that. I mean, Longbow might be right. I think people don't interact with each other. It might just be the sheer amount of sort of space. Here they don't necessarily, but it does just seem to be the overarching theme that. And also, I think we've ended up with a very much female biased colony for no particular no necessarily intention, but it's just how it's ended up, and we don't have the right ages. Oh, Noodle Brain's got a chance. Oh, I don't want some yaks. I don't need yaks. What about Railface? You're one of the relatively recent recruits. You've got a better chance than Cora. Climber. Let's go and see what yours are like. Oh, wow! 33%! I think that's the highest I've ever seen it. I mean, it's still not very high. But it is surprisingly high. That's a almost plausible... Like, if I was playing XCOM, I wouldn't want to take that shot, but I might try it. It's quite a gamble, that one. But it's better than the 1% that we're seeing from just about everybody else. I mean, Incognito's got, honestly, anything above 10% is doing well. Wow. No Face has got 0 chances. Just none. Nothing. Even Cora's not been that bad. Oh, dearie me. It's quite funny. Hey, Eve. What's up? You getting comfy? Okay, you do look quite comfy. Not gonna lie. Right. Sorry, I've got distracted. Well, no. To be fair, someone donated to see the relationships, so we went and had a look. Harlequin, thank you for the bits, saying sphere is the shape of truth and should be praised as the truth. Oh no, we're going to have the two cults, aren't we? We're going to have the cube and the sphere. I mean, the cube was marginally friendlier, but it's not by much, because the sphere... I feel like the cube gradually drove you insane to the point where you didn't realise it was driving you insane until it was too late. I feel like the cube is more insidious. It's sneakier with its... Like, the sphere, at least, you knew where you stood. In terms of, at some point, it's just going to kill you, or want to kill you. There was no subtlety to it. There was no subtlety to it at all. You just knew it was in ever-present danger, basically. Yeah, I think the cube was definitely the almost nastier of the things in the way that it worked. Twingo's having a bad time. I'm like, yeah, their wife is. I didn't even realise Twingo came from a cult, to be honest. But yeah, their wife was apparently in the cult that attacked us. Like those survivors. There's just never going to be any survivors from a raid like that one. How are you doing? Good lord, what is it with these horrific resistances? I mean, I guess we'll try. Again, I feel like we should just be able to say to them, look, you've lost a kidney. We will give you a new one if you draw. I feel like that would be a very powerful bargaining chip. I know a kid, like, you can survive on one kidney, but I feel like the most people would take that. You'd have to be really, really loyal to your cult. Actually, I guess cults, you know what cults are like. Also, you don't have any trousers. We do have clothes as well. We have clothes and kidney. With a weird it's like sales pitch, but we have clothes and we have kidney for you if you so wish. If you want to come and join us. But I guess yeah, cult indoctrination probably makes more sense than some of the like raiding parties that are really stubborn to go back to their like. We've got a hugely wealthy colony with everything you could imagine, and they want to go back to their. I guess maybe they like their pirate ways or whatever. No, they gave us 8 components. It wasn't a great stay. I apologise. Only 35. But there we go. There are some clearing out of the bodies going on. Oh, Longbow caught us some beer. Good fishing, Longbow. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Right, where do we go to? Blindos, thank you very much for the bits. Saying Cora was hanging around in the dark alley waiting for anyone to appear. Ready with a cabbage and a cube. Cora's new dating technique. There's no dark alleyways. We've illuminated everything. I guess there's the dark cave over here you could try that with, but you know. Who knows? Paul, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, praise be to the sphere, eternal and whole bearer of unity and indefinite curve. No edge divides thee, no corner confines thee, for in thy endless surface lies the truth of harmony. We've just got like a prayer to the sphere going on here. If I finish this, is there going to be like some, if I was clever. If I was clever, and admittedly I don't have the webcamera on, but if I did have the webcamera on, and I was, you know, clever with special effects, just as I read through it, just have like some sort of like, superimposed, I don't know, like was it Guilty Spark from Halo? Where do I get to anyway? Oh, sacred orb, we bow to thy perfect balance, thy silent spin through void and vision. Thy promise of wholeness in a world of fracture. Encircle us with thy grace. Encompass our chaos and roll ever onward, flawless and divine. We did slightly blow it up with a tank, but let's not say that one. It doesn't quite end as poetically when it finds out that, what is the gun? 30mm, 25mm M242, kind of. Yeah, it didn't stay spherical by the time we were done with it. Yeah. Climber, thank you very much for the donation. So if Petrol had asked me out, there's a 44% chance of success. Did I miss that one? Let's go have a look. It might have been like that last time. It's a 40% chance. Honestly, like, you two are in a pretty good, you know what? Everyone's awake. We're going to try it. You know what? We're going to see if we might actually get a romance today. I don't know. Cora will be angry. There will be one less husband potential in the colony for Cora. Harlequin, thank you for it, saying this chat has turned into Warhammer 40k with the cults. I don't know enough about 40k, but yeah, we have got the cults going on. Right. Come on, Petrolhead. Let's see if you can do this. No, damn it! It was worth a go. It was a good effort. Petrolhead tried to romance Climber by exaggerating her own melee fighting skills. Well, you know what you were going for there. Climber did not respond. Fair enough. But it was worth a try. It was a good effort. I mean, admittedly, your melee fighting skills were not good, but I know what you were going. But yeah, damn it. But it was a much better attempt than many. I do agree on that one. No romances for anyone in FailRace Colony, apparently. Brady, how are you doing? He's a little bit bruised, a little bit battered, a little bit injured. What's the wibbly wobbly? Oh, it was that thing there, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be Psychic Emanator. Yeah, just doing its wibbles and wobbles. I mean, you should always, if in doubt, go for the cabbages. Though that is the way, apparently, to the colonists' hearts. Is just discuss the cabbages. I can't believe that worked, but we did have it. Oh, we've struck compact machinery. Actually, I don't really want compact machinery in the walls, but never mind. Oh, I was going to say, what the temperature outside? New mod with the inspired planting. Yeah, it's 2 degrees. It's middle of winter. Actually, getting slightly past the middle of winter. Not going to be doing any planting at the moment, particularly. So, yeah, tis all good. Hey, Sleepy Eve. Yeah, I know, you're very tired. I mean, she has such a tough life. She's really tired from a day of doing very little. Have you done anything today, Eve? I mean, Dagon even zoomed around. Dagon was quite funny earlier. Dagon was literally at full speed into the office, out of the office, into the office, out of the office, up the stairs, down the stairs. Like, absolutely full go. Ran into the office, dropped a toy. Ran out of the office, jumped to the banister, ran up the banister, down again, got her toy, ran downstairs, even further down, like to the... I'm on the middle floor here. And then, yeah, went downstairs. She was just... It was some of the most zooms I've ever seen from a cat. Like, I've seen her zoom, and, you know, a little bit. I've seen her zoom kind of, you know, back and forth, but I've never seen her go that level of zoom. It's mad. Was very cute, though. Was very cute. So, there's always that. Right. We want to haul these. God, there's a lot of junk in this room. Not sure we're going to have enough space for all of it. Like in these bins. They don't really... might go in there. We'll see. We'll see. Drake, unfortunately, no. We cannot have cat cam. We don't have the webcam set up this evening. Also, unfortunately, while that was very, very cute, she is currently asleep in the cat tree. Don't think you'd see much. She's asleep in the cat tree. Eve is asleep on me. If Eve stays asleep on me like this, I'm going to end up with a dead leg, I can tell you now, but I'm used to it. Eve gets comfy and I'm just stuck however I'm sat. Probably not good for the joints, but oh well, maybe I'll regret that choice. Actually, no, I won't, because... I won't regret that choice, because, you know, cat cuddles. At the end of the day, even if it means my joints have got a bit funny, it was worth it to get cat cuddles. I think that's like, it's, you know, I'm going to use my joints for something. That feels like a pretty good one at the end of the day. Just see a Longbow's message. I think most of the colonists should just consider using drugs to find a partner. Longbow's dating advice. It's amazing how low your standards can go. Or Longbow's dating advice, or Longbow speaking from experience. I don't know why I'm building pillars out of Jane either, I just realised, but never mind. It's, thank you, Longbow, for your invaluable wisdom. It's well, we haven't got. Maybe we will learn to grow beer, and I don't know if that's how it works in Rimworld. But oh dear. Right, let's go and build some floors, shall we? We'll get some more concrete in here. Concrete over this place. We will smooth the walls. That is rough. Why did I do that wrong? I must have done that one wrong. Smooth surface. Yes, I did. Maybe I was smoothing floors or something. Right, down there. And I guess we will... might as well mine the vein out there, the compact machinery. Okay, so that covers that corner. Just checking the thumper coverage. Oh. Okay, no, it's covered. Everywhere is covered. Just, but everywhere is covered. That's what we like. Yeah. Paul, thank you very much for it. Saying my Rimworld pickup line. You must be a psychic soothe because my mood just shot through the roof the moment I saw you. I mean, better job than pretty much all the colonists have ever tried, I'm going to say. Would it work in this colony? Well, actually, what are Paul's chances? I don't know because Paul tried last time. Who knows what Paul's chances are, but I feel like, you know, it's probably not a very good chance, but it at least makes sense. At least makes sense. At least you're not talking about, I don't know, mining or something. I'm trying to remember some of the really bad... It's been so long. There have been some really bad attempts from colonists over the years. But yeah, there we go. Pengy, thank you for the bits, saying need someone to start researching love potions and everything. I'm sure there is a mod for that. I'm sure there is a mod for that. Or actually, yeah, Naughty Mouse makes a point. We can turn on the pleasure pulse that doesn't do what we think, what it says, what it sounds like. Emit an intense psychic pulse that makes a psychically sensitive individual in the region happier, but reduces their desire to work. I mean, if that really is only targeting one person, that feels really weak. Like, I feel like we need to have like a colony-wide. Actually, I don't know. Colony-wide pleasure pulse sounds demonetizable. Really does sound demonetizable. Right there. Sorry, YouTube. It's Rimworld. I promise nothing... War crimes are going on, but nothing that's going to get me banned from YouTube, I promise. Because the thought of the pleasure pulse is far more likely to get me demonetized than the various war crimes that occur in Rimworld. 'Tis the way of the world. We've not committed any today. I mean, the only one we often end up doing is shooting retreating soldiers or fleeing soldiers. That does happen occasionally. Sometimes intentionally, often accidentally. I think we did have someone starve to death because we forgot about them as well, which was bad. Only once. We don't do that anymore. We've stopped that. We've stopped that, I promise. How are you doing? Okay, they're prison break. Oh, I guess never because they're probably incapacitated, I would guess. Pain none. Do you not feel any pain because of the inhumanization? The person mind is dominated by the... Yeah, okay. Pain minus 50%. Huh. I would have thought you would be... I would have thought you would have been at, you know, quite considerable pain, considering. But there we go. Who knows? Oh, Josh saying, oh, that's Josho. There we go. Saying, have you seen the new long drive type game, Drive Beyond Horizon? I have. Yes, there will. I actually talked. Like a couple of people told me about the game. I did talk about it Sunday. I talked about it at some point, but of course not everyone sees every bit of content. I have seen it. I have got it. It is going to. There will. I'm not going to play it until I play it on a stream. And that might be soon. I say it was going to be this week, but I say it was going to be this week. It might still be this week. However, I say it might not, depending on what I'm doing this weekend. But it will be happening soon. I've got nowhere for components to go. Oh, why they're in there? Do they not? Do we not actually? Are we out of bedrooms? No, the morons could go down here. They just... Right, you reassign. You can also be reassigned. Just get out of the bloody... what's it called room? Panic room. The panic room's kind of nice. I don't know if I'd want to sleep in here, though. Like, it isn't a bad place to be, but also... Like, you've got a lot of batteries. You're literally sat right next to a thumper. If you sleep in that bed, and you're going to wake up and smack your head on a turret, a loaded and armed turret. I feel like that wouldn't be. I feel like sleeping in any of those beds wouldn't really, with turrets. But the turrets are pointing at the beds. It's not going to be conducive for a good night's sleep, that one. I'm going to be a bit... I'm not sure. I'm not sold on this one. So, yeah, I mean... I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'd sleep very well. That's all I'm saying there. Right. Let's get some illumination on the go here. And if this... I hope that's enough to illuminate the whole room. I think it will be. Paul said the turrets in the panic room is to suppress sleepwalking. That can do it. Right, everybody is there. Long way say about May, you might be right. The reason they go into the panic room is if when they went to assign themselves a bed, they were set on the inside the walls and the bedrooms weren't included. Could have happened. Could have happened. So let's increase the area for that. Let's put the hospital in it, of course. And we will include the new bedrooms down that side. Wonderful. It is now snowing quite heavily, but that is fine. We have enough food to get through the next few days. Yeah, if these plants die, it's kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. I say that, I'm sure it will be. Now, things that we're going to be doing a lot of things in a minute. Storage. Right. Oh, there's a corpse dump spot. Right, don't need that. What we do need... stack up 24 different items. No, we want this. Two tier. I'm kind of curious whether the pallet... I'm going to test something here. We're going to go for a test. Don't really need any... Oh, actually no, mining goods might buy some of the crap that we have. You know, as we're trying to clear out all of our junk. Maybe. They might want to buy. So we have got an awful lot of like jade and uranium and plasteel, and I'm hoping they'll buy some of it. Do you want... Okay, oh, you've got no money. Have you got anything good for me to buy from you that makes it worthwhile? Because I mean, I'm like, I'd kind of like to get rid of... Like, if I try to get rid of 5... Good Lord, you need so much money to be able to buy the crap that I have. I mean, I guess I can get rid... I could chuck 5,000... let's say chuck 5,000. But... I mean, I could, like, trade that for their gold, but I've got so much wealth that this one here is useless, too. I need those, like, armory ships to turn up. Also, I haven't seen what these grand sculptures are. Carving shape like a hacker flying through the air. Well, that's boring. Ah, we've got Matthew G working feverishly while resting. Now, I'm not sure quite how that works. Oh, babe. How are you working feverishly and resting at the same time? Matthew, we're looking for you for answers here. This work bears a depiction of an abstracted rendering of strife. The image is bored. How did 3 bell peppers have anything to do with strife? This bears an illustration of a grizzly bear being crippled in a cowardly, half-hearted way. Hundreds of wasps look on. This refers to the knocking unconscious of the grizzly bear. I don't even remember. I guess we did fight grizzlies at some point. It depicts a picture of a quagga collapsed in a chair. Of course it is. I think we've had that one for a while now. On this sculpture is Nikki narrowly avoiding a cave-in. I was going to say, Nikki likes to make their own sculptures themselves. Actually, the Cora made that sculpture of Nikki. Artwork of a tooth. Amazing. What's that one? Then into the normal ones. Artwork of a Komodo. Nothing exciting. Portrayal as a giant pangolian. Getting hypothermia. This image on this piece is an image of Benjamin closing Kinyosha's reflections for the last time. Satisfied smile gracing her face under the soft glow of a reading lamp. Oh, it's the book, isn't it? I was about to say, is this some sort of like really weird way of saying killed them again? Oh, what was the... Oh, there was that really funny way of describing a death of a mech that was to do with like the... Oh, I can't remember it now. Oh, there was a really, really funny, unbelievably sort of bizarre way to explain the death of a mech, and I've forgotten it now. Ceased, yes, that's the one. Ceased capacity for blood pumping. I think we might have had a removed capacity for consciousness as well. There was definitely a ceased, something along the lines of ceased capacity for blood pumping, which is funnier because it's a mech as well that doesn't have blood. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty great. That one was pretty great. Pengy, thank you very much for the bits. So, can you commission a jade sculpture of Tim Hortons by one of the colonist craftspersons? I wish I could get them to specifically do that. Unfortunately, they kind of just do what they do, and that's that. However, we will hope that they opt to make a sculpture for Tim Hortons. I've read how much marble we've got. No wonder we've filled all the store sheds up. 3,000 marble. Which is, I mean, there's a lot. But yeah, I guess with the mechs, it is the capacity for blood pumping is to do with. I mean, you could retcon it to be talking about oil, right, going through the machine, but pretty sure that's not what it was intending for. However, it's still very, very cool. So yeah. Now, did we ever... Okay, they are workers. You're anything because you're a kid at the moment. One thing we should actually return to building. I guess we're going to build it here. Let's make a bunch more of these tables because people like tables. Tables are very useful. Because we don't want the debuff of 8 without a table. That's it. Paul, we have resurrected Absol. Maybe. Has anybody seen Absol? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what's happened. I remember now what we need to do. Assign to group 2. There we go. Absol is working. Absol is fully functioning. Oh, game. It's lagging. Which does concern me. Normally means things are about to break. Now, can this... Oh, we can. Okay. So if we say store jade... Okay, and we're going to have this as critical importance. I'm curious how much we can actually store on there. It's just because we've got lots of jade scattered around, which we don't use much of. So if we can empty things like jade and things like uranium into these places, then fantastic. That's kind of what we're looking for. I'm just hoping that this can store more than 900. I guess in theory it can, right? If it can store 24 stacks and stacks of it are 75, it's probably pretty good. Who's not on Nokia doesn't have a gun. I mean, I say, do we trust Nokia? No. I really do need to buy some machine guns. We're stuck with a lot of rifle. I haven't really... I've said this before. We haven't really used... the Rec 7 will do. We haven't really used sniper rifles all that much. It's actually been quite difficult to get sniper rifles into the fray in a lot of the battles. Just how it has gone, really. go this side. Equip Rec 7. It was a 12 damage assault rifle. That's pretty solid. For yeah, if needed. We do have the capacity to craft the weapons. The reason I haven't really been doing it is it's just time and resources. I mean, not that we don't have staggering amounts of resources. We probably should craft some. Probably should go for some of the more advanced weaponry. Oh, I didn't realise we were taking... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, that one there is important. Okay, right, what we're doing is we're being useless, which is normal for us. Okay, so that's preferred. Okay, right, hold on. What we want to do... Okay, so that one there is important. So I'm hoping I'm setting the priority of these to be the same. So we're taking jade from other storage sheds. We don't need to move jade from this storage shed. This storage shed is fine. Admittedly, I think they are already committed to this at this point. But actually, either way, they will. The jade will get moved around at some point to be filling up these pallets. Normanton, yes, you are absolutely correct. We could use the steel for sculptures. However, we produce so much steel. I mean, we can stop mining for steel. Eventually, the trade ships will turn up that we are looking for. And that will, in theory, we can just sell a very large portion of our steel and hopefully other resources to it. I mean, it's helpful to have steel. All of our tanks are powered. Weapons are armed with steel, with the exception of the laser tank, of course. That uses chem fuel, which we have abundance of as well. Oh, and then deoxy. Let's get... Jesus, okay, these things can hold serious amounts of stuff there. And they are now emptying out the other storage sheds. Fantastic. This is what we like to see. This is what we like to see. Okay, uranium on these ones. Now, I think... Oh, Sergio Turbo and Cass have formed a bond. Hey! That's what we like. You've got a bond with Cass and a bond with Michael. Two of the lions. You don't mess with Sergio Turbo. Like, that is 2 lions they've got. Yeah, okay. We are emptying storage sheds, because this is just the lazy way of fixing it. So we'll have those 2 for uranium. Did I actually set it? Okay, and then we'll have those 2 for plasteel, and then we will gradually expand along, across as we need to get more and more. That's the plan. Drake is asking about Cora's romance charm. I mean, they're not going to be great, are they? We live in hope. 1.5. 1.5 with Twingo, who just lost their wife. Like... it's just not going to happen, is it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to inform you. But I've realised how much uranium we actually have. It's genuinely scary how much uranium we've got going on here. So there we go. Seaton was asking with the end goal. So we are going to try and go through the anomaly ending. Not that I've ever done it before. But the anomaly stuff is kind of what we are likely to be going for here. Going for the rocket. I mean, we have the resources. We could build a rocket. We don't have much of the space to build a rocket. We would really struggle with that part of it. I'd probably have to dig up that and then build in this square. And then dig like a path through this mountain so that they technically can still get to the kill box. But yeah, chance of building a rocket pretty small. So many people trying to get them on the rocket, building enough pods for them would be crazy. So yeah, we will try and go for the anomaly ending. What I am is that we're not really poking the monolith at the moment, which we probably will need to do. What I do want to do first is make sure my base is ready for whatever is going to happen. Tommy, thank you very much for the donation. Saying hello, Alex. How's it going? What mods do you use for the storage shelves, the huge furnace, and that helicopter? Any other useful mods to get? Asking for a friend that's somehow hidden in my own Rimworld game. What are these shells? I believe if we go in here, it should tell us. Neat storage, massive recommendation for neat storage. Really, really good mod. I think SBZ's done some all sorts of stuff. I vaguely recognise some of the other mods. I vaguely recognise like that abbreviation on some of the other stuff, but I can't remember it all off the top of my head. I do apologise. But yeah, neat storage is a godsend for big late game colonies like this one. The furnaces, I think these are I'm going to click on them rather than me trying to guess. Vanilla furniture expanded production, so that's, for making of stuff. A lot of the vanilla expanded stuff I would absolutely recommend. I could not recommend the vanilla expanded stuff enough. There's so much to it. I don't have all of it, but there is a lot to it, and all of it is very, very good. And the helicopter is one of the Rim Thunder ones. Is it going to tell us? No. Damn. It's not quite going to go to the same screen. I believe it's one of the Rim Thunder ones. But I don't remember what one it is from. I think it's some sort of transport one. Possibly. There isn't too many aircraft vehicle mods, so you should be able to find it. The folding table mod, yeah, if you don't have the folding table mod, that's great. Really helpful. Just stops them getting a silly negative debuff for a really preventable reason. So yeah, that one is cool. The other one that I do like, I use a mod. I can't actually remember what it's called now. For this tilled soil that is just like better soil for growing stuff in. My thinking is, and like my theory is that if you are cultivating crops and everything, you're gonna actually prepare the soil and everything. So it does kind of speed up growing. I feel like it's makes sense game wise. Like you would. Okay, maybe not the very original, but you would plough the fields. You would try and look after the area if you were going down the agricultural route. So that's kind of what I figured the tilled soil would count as. Yeah, it does make food grow a little bit faster for not much outlay outside of a bit of time. But yeah, you don't have to use that one, of course. Paul, thank you for the bits. Saying that's it. I'll have to create a Rimworld mod purely for the rise of the cult of the sphere. Oh no. The sphere, it will infect everyone's game. The only place with Anomaly on will be affected by it at some point. To be fair, it's a horrible enemy to deal with as well. Asylum, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 23rd month. A roadcast salute to you from chat. So I watched this and I still have no idea what the heck is going on. You're just here for the stories and the waffle. There's a lot of waffle. God's Cannon, what are you doing up there? What actually are you doing? Smelting metal? Are you, cutting up bits of mech? I think you are. Okay, we don't need to do that anymore. We're just going to suspend them for now. Don't you go... I don't... that's there if there are mechs to smelt down. I don't want you going halfway around the bloody map trying to find some bits of metal. Or bits of mech, I should say, to smelt down on that one. Okay, how are we doing up here? looking pretty solid, looking pretty good. We will finish that there. Now, is it lit all the way through the building? It is. Good stuff. That is the sort of stuff we wanted to see. What's up, Cascas? Hey! Do you want to talk to us? There's the quietest little meows going on. Cass, you're so quiet sometimes. Oh, sorry, Shadow, you want about to go read Cora, thank you for the bits. I was saying hi to Cass. Cass? Cora saying hi. Chat is saying hi. There we go. You got a hi back. Hopefully that one. That one was a bit louder. That one people might be able to hear. I know. I know. He's got talkative now all of a sudden. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying, okay, so that's Cult of the Sphere, Cult of the Cube, Cult of 69, Cult of 1P, and the Hippo Cults. Are there any other cults we are going to attract to this colony? I mean, probably. I don't even know. We don't know what the cult that attacked us believed in. I don't know what that was a cult about. Whether they were just a Cthulhu worshipping kind of cult, or whether they had any other sort of interesting agenda, we just don't know. Just don't have no idea. We didn't find out. We didn't get to ask them. Everyone got... Well, actually, no. One survived. We could try and find out from Steva, but I don't think we're going to. Oh, yes, the Brazen's birthday cult. That's the one. That's the other one. That's what we'd forgotten about. Brazen's birthday cult. Amazing. I can just see out of the corner of my eye Cass is rolling around on his back. Oh, he has now stopped. He wants belly rubs. I'm going to have to give the cat belly rubs. I'm sorry. I will be back in a second. These are just the rules. If you have a cat that is demanding attention, especially when it's a slightly bizarre, thing to be wanting belly rubs, it's not a normal cat behaviour. But yeah, Cass is definitely enjoying that one. Definitely, going for the attention. Drake, thank you very much for the bits. Saying a very happy birthday, Brazen, of course. Every day is Brazen's birthday. The Lemons cult is the best cult now. I mean, it's definitely something. It is definitely something. Cass has also just zoomed his way out of the room at surprising speed, really. Right, how are we going? How are we doing? Does not feel like we've made a dent. Surely it will start showing at some point, right? Which of these sculptures was cool? Oh, this was Matthew working feverishly while not. Shall we put it in the centre of the colony here? There we go. It'd be funny if that room was Matthew's. It is not, but it would be funny. Like, I know the characters don't care, but you feel like they should. As if you're like shuffling them around their rooms every night. To be fair, I actually know if they do. Like, maybe they're gonna get upset about shuffling around every night. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think that's something the game can. Or yeah, like settle into a bedroom and shuffle, because like I feel like I would. Like I've got a spare room. Let's say I made that up into a bedroom. It'd be really weird sleeping in the wrong one. I can probably do it if I'm tired enough, but it'd still be weird. Right. Colonists are idle. I've got nothing. I don't know. I've got so much stuff. I don't have anything for a lot of people to do now. The Paul, thank you for the bits again. Say my colonist just misses playing with their grenades. Well, yeah, but we can't. Grenades are too dangerous. The grenades are just too dangerous. I am sorry. We just cannot have you. We cannot have you running around with grenades. It's just how it goes. Just how it goes. Well, I was reading stuff I missed. Asylum was saying also, FailRace episode 500 before 2030. I should hope so. I should hope so. I mean, hopefully I'll still be doing YouTube by 2030. But we will... I say we will see. I certainly aim to be. YouTube is YouTube, and YouTube is often the worst. However, if it isn't the worst, I certainly do intend to still be doing YouTube. But yeah, FailRace episode 500 is on the way, and that's sort of about it, really. It'll happen. It hasn't been completely forgotten about. It's been on the back burner for a bit, but it hasn't been completely forgotten about. And before 2030 should very much be possible. Before the end of the year should be possible. Really should. Oh, well done. Agent Halogen has pulled some wood out of the river. A productive day, I think, for the fisherman. Has just got 17, like, I guess logs or whatever, completely useless for the amount that we need to go through. We have a couple of thousand. Could always do with... I would have turned down them, but yeah. Could do with... Could possibly do it more if we need to start. But we do actually need to start building bedrooms, don't we? Because we have got colonists' potential. I mean, I would, but we've got absolutely no cloth again. I swear these hydroponics are the most useless things. Oh, there's a granite in there. We'll let them do the floors. Halogen, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, petition for us to use some of our jade and components for some new furniture. A call for jade royal / advanced beds all round. With jade wardrobes in the mix for good measure. I guess we possibly could upgrade our bedrooms a bit on this one. Blindars, thank you for the bits. Saying wrap the grenades in t-shirts. I'm just going to keep you and Paul as far away from each other as possible. I think that's the plan here. We're just going to keep you far enough away. Oh, would you look at this? Who would have thought it? MG's daughter has turned up. MG's family's always turning up here. Did just smack my mic with my drink. A 10 out of 10 effort from me. Cora, thank you for the bits. So, can I have a sniper rifle? It would give me something to cuddle at night. So I give you the pain stick. Yeah. You can have the pain stick, alright? That's the thing you can cuddle at night. Oh, I probably shouldn't be in charge of this. Oh dear. I digress slightly. How are we doing? Still crap ton of stuff. Still got so much stuff. I mean, if we do that, what? Oh, not again. How on earth? Okay, I mean, it's not as bad. Just how? I guess this is the game going, right, how do we do these end game threats? And I'm guessing like a big dose of malaria is a good challenge. So we've sent them. Was it Paul? pool? Oh dear. That's not ideal. I mean, 4 pool. It's not ideal for anybody, really. Hen dog. I did see them around somewhere. Weren't they? Nope. I don't know why I thought they were in the quarry. There they are. Oh, we've already seen them on their way. We'll let them sort themselves out. They should hopefully go to the hospital, and we have got the good doctors, you know, available to deal with it. So you do have malaria. Someone else can feed the prisoner. You just focus on getting back, getting, you know, healed and all that good stuff. Oh, it does highlight who's affected by it over the top bar. That's very cool. So Deoxy, Deoxy has joy wire, so Deoxy is probably less likely to recognise that they are so sick. And okay, we are. Jack has already been treated. Okay, I wondered whether Jack was gonna. No, never mind. It's all good. Everyone is fine. Everyone is fine. There is going to be an uneven number of these pallets. It's fine. Paul, thank you for the bits, was saying, whilst recovering from malaria, plans to rip up the cabbages and plant Brussels sprouts without anyone. I think someone's going to notice that one pretty quickly. Not going to lie. Those are some pretty intense planning going on there. I'm not sure if I should be concerned. I feel like I might need to be. And why are you doing that? Oh, that's why. I thought we'd fixed all of these because that was how it's supposed to work. It's been one of them days. My brain is the brain is fogging. the brain is definitely fogging. Where is Paul? So we just lock Paul in the dungeon somewhere in the prison and just leave, so Paul cannot mess. This winter, nothing's going to grow anyway. I feel like actually trying to plant in like you'd have to rip up so much. You would. And I guess you'd have to plant them, and they're going to grow so. I don't even know how Brussels sprouts grow, but they're going to grow so slowly. Someone's going to notice. In summer, maybe with, you know, fast-growing stuff, maybe some bits overgrown and all that, you could maybe sneak away with a bit more. But I think relative depths of winter. It's currently 5 degrees outside, which is just a general English summer day. I joke. It's actually been quite a nice day today. But you know, we have got to. I don't know. My brain is absolutely. My brain is currently on a fucking autopilot. Right. I'm hoping for. Do I poke them? Do I poke the monolith? What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Do I poke the monolith? Firebird saying Paul will just use grenades to get holes to plant the sprouts. Oh, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not. Paul, we're not giving you grenades to do that. No sprouts. Sprouts are evil. We can't do. How do I do the things that we need to? How do I do that? Do I have to do it from here? I think I have to do it from here, don't we? Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Draw animals, no. Do that. Ah, here. Void provocation. Psychically commune with the void, attracting an entity which can be captured and studied. There's a chance that the invoker will fall into a coma for several hours. So we can do that, and then an event will happen, basically. Hopefully we can capture an entity or two. Or things are going to go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong, which is always a distinct possibility. What I am going to do, before we do this, because we are slightly afraid of these, like, dark, whatever the things were, that apparently are very much present. So, we are making sure the base is as illuminated as it can be. I mean, it's pretty well illuminated. Like, inside here, as far as I can tell. Can't spot anywhere that would be vulnerable. I mean, that being said, knowing my luck, I don't think there's any way to get into there. It has been a while since we've done a skip abduction, but that is largely because we've had prisoners in the prison cells for very long times, and it's taking a bit / a lot to recruit them. So that is why we haven't done a skip abduction, because I've not felt the need to, seeing as we have enough tough prisoners. I guess I feel like if we have lots of prisoners in the prison cell all together at the same time, I think they're more likely to break out. I don't actually know, though. Shall we check? Malaria, you are beating it. Jack. Beating it very handily. Hen dog. Pretty good. Ligma is doing pretty well. Deoxy is doing good. Guy Incognito is not doing great. So Paul and Guy are the probably biggest potential. Oh. Elbowed my microphone boom arm. Don't quite know how I managed that, but I did. Ferocious Freddy, thank you very much for the subscription. A rolled cart salute to you from chat. Thank you so very much. Paul, thank you for it. Saying winter time is perfect. Always sprouts at the Christmas dinner. Well, it is true, I guess. I guess in a weird roundabout sort of a way. I mean, I'm not sure they're growing in winter. I don't actually... Oh my god. Oh my god. No. It's just like everyone, almost everyone is sick. God's sake. That's so many people. So much for calling in the... I'm not provoking the void. Oh god, have we got any doctors that aren't? And Numot is going to have the worst day. Numot and D's nuts are about to have the most awful day. Because all they're going to do. Oh god. Right, everyone to hospital. Basically, everyone who is plagued to hospital. God, it's literally everyone. It's so bad. Yeah, I say that. The thing is, though, like we've got such a huge colony now that if there is one of these events, just the sheer numbers that end up Because I guess, like, as I'm going through here, like, we are still finding a bunch of people that are not plagued, but I guess it does like a percentage of your base. And yeah, when you've got a very, very big colony, that percentage comes out as a big number. While it'll be the same relative, the actual physical number will be quite high here. Dagon, what are you doing? Dagon. Oh, she's climbing around the sim rig. She had a vague interest in the wires. That was my concern. Right, Nikki's fine. Chris is fine. Oh, we're going to try and fix Chris's cataracts. Camara's fine. Dirk is not. Sure, I guess you can go over to that one. Peter isn't. Oh. I did just feel a cat climbing around my legs. Cool. Cora. Please do not try and get husbands while in hospital. Naughty Mouse saying Dagon requires some iRacing. Yeah, Dagon would like to do that. I think. She's gone. She's wandered off again. Firebird, think of it. So you need more events to happen, such as Unnatural Darkness and other entities. Also, be glad we have the emergency hospital. It's true. It is good to have the emergency hospital here, ready for Numot's and these nuts' awful day. Once you are done here, like it is. Okay, you are off onto the tending to everyone. I'm going to have to wake Numot up as well. Numot, my friend, it is all hands on deck in the medical situation. I don't know if No Face is any good at doctoring, not at all, but I feel like maybe you're better than nothing here. So like Lombo say here, it's like the game knows I made a giant hospital, so I have to test it. Or it's the universe telling me I should play Theme Hospital. Oh, what a game. What a game that one was. Blindars, thank you for the bits. Saying that's what happens when you introduce sprouts. Oh, we can blame Paul for this. Yep. Talks of sprouts and literally half the colony becomes ill. If ever there was a sign to not go near the damn things, I feel like that's a pretty big one. That's a pretty big one. Firebird takes a bit saying you need more drip stands. I do need to sort out the new hospital. Not gonna lie. Oh, you two absolute muppets. Climber compared Benjamin to a grouse. This drove Benjamin into a rage. Everyone's ill. The last thing I need is Idiot 1 and Idiot 2 punching each other. And they're still fighting. Bloody hell. And Climber's gone down. Benjamin, please tell me you didn't have the plague. Okay, well at least you didn't have that. You two are idiots, though. The last thing... You're now going to go to a hospital full of people with the plague, and you're battered and bruised, and I just feel like that's a bad thing. I just feel like this is a really, really, really bad idea. Anyway, Paul, thank you for it. Just as Naughty Mouse has said, the title of the stream is very relevant now. It really is. It really is. So it was foretold in the writings. Plagues have come. First malaria, and then actual, I don't know if it's like bubonic plague, or there's a lot of different plagues, right? I guess when you say plague, you think of the bubonic plague, right? But still, yeah. To be fair, I think every good doctor is on a high priority of doctoring. Hen dog's good enough, but yeah, I guess we can probably check now that we have new colonists. Guy Incognito's a good doctor. These nuts can definitely prioritize it. Tommy, thank you very much for the donations. Rimworld friend is very pleased with these units. Another question. How do you keep a constant flow in the chem fuel production? Mine keeps stopping with pumping oil somehow. Any setup tips? Good luck with your sickly colony. You see, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how this thing here works. Like, I have it set up, I have this set up a little bit more complicated to make Nutriment, but I don't really need it at the moment. It's not really used. Oh my god. Stop fighting! Why are you two idiots fighting? Tommy, I actually need to be fine. Because, Twingo compared Tommy to an iguana. This drove Tommy into a rage and she began to fight. You absolute morons, the pair of you. I thought Twingo... Okay, well, Twingo isn't ill, but... Hey, we actually need Tommy to be doing the doctoring work here. But yes, as far as the pumping the oil goes, I would say maybe make sure that you've got pipes going everywhere. Make sure you've got pipes going somewhere. Make sure you've got like a tank to store chem fuel when it has been produced. What I tend to do myself is create a buffer tank. So we have our oil well. It pumps out into a tank, and then from the tank, then pumps to the refinery, rather than going directly from the oil well to the refinery. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it feels like a better way to do things. And then, yeah, they kind of hope they sort it out themselves. I can't remember if there might be a specific one of these that does here, right. So maybe I keep stopping with pumping oil. Maybe make sure you've got someone on resource consoles. Make sure you've got somebody, like if you are desperately needing it, make sure you've got somebody like with the resource thing set to 1, set high, so that they focus on doing that. Would be the thing to check. I'm not really very good with was it Rimfeller mod? Oh, there's a wall lamp. Yeah, I'm not great with the Rimfeller stuff. I've kind of just about bodged it together here to make it work, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm afraid I'm not the that mod I'm not the best help with. Oh, you've absolute muppet, the pair of you. I mean, Jet's trying. Unfortunately, Blanco's losing their mind. Blanco could be in trouble with the old wandering about with the dark visions. I mean, the malaria is being beaten. It's the plagues that are the actual plague. Oh God, Paul, you've got both. Oh no, I didn't notice that. Oh, Paul, you're having a really bad day, aren't you, my friend? As has Deoxy. Oh, poor Deoxy. Deoxy's just got joy wired. Deoxy's just chill. He's just happy. Is you know, we're recreationally deprived. You're in the hospital. You've got plague and malaria. Like, I guess actually what we should probably do is probably build. Thinking about it, we should definitely build some radios to try and help with the recreational deprived. Yeah, I feel like Paul's mention of sprouts has come back to I say to bite them. Definitely gonna go with that. I mean, I'm kind of glad this is happening in winter, so we're not actually worrying about the fields, because nothing's really growing very much here. Twingo, you are an absolute nightmare. Please just go to a hospital bed. Someone is going to try and tend to you amongst the copious amounts of people. Allergen. Get to hospital. I would shout at Blanco, but I can't at the moment. How is Lavender? Lado's immune system is brilliant in this game. Peter's going to beat the plague. Ligma's fine with malaria. Hendog's good enough. Climber will be fine, just battered from the fight. Tommy's going to be fine. Oh, man, this plague is pretty nasty. I think they're gonna look okay, but it's gonna be a bit closer than I liked. Normanton saying the great hospital brawl is incoming. I really hope not. The last thing I bloody need is that. That is the last thing we need. Tommy saying it is like it keeps losing pressure at the oil well somehow. Oh well. Twingo, leave my colonist alone. I'm needed to rescue the colony. I'm still not over the tank incident with Vanessa. Hell yeah. The only thing I can think of maybe check how much the capacity of where your oil well is, how much it's got left, because while it does go up slowly. What? Like, what? I don't even think the game could do that. Yeah, as I was saying, I maybe check how much oil there actually is in the oil field. It might be the field's running out of oil, and that's why it is having problems. Because I know I did come across that a little bit when I was using this small oil field here. So yeah, check that it might be that. It might just be that it's like slowly regenerating. So it kind of pumps for a moment and then stops. Possibly. I don't know. Other than that, I wouldn't know. Firebird may be smarter than me, or may know the mod, may know that a bit better than me. Christ. Well, at least half of them are already in the hospital. The one saving grace I'm looking at this list. Numot's not got sick. And I don't think D's Nuts has got sick either. So 2 good doctors are still fine. This is absolutely ridiculous. And like, to go malaria, plague is truly staggering. I don't think I've ever seen that. I absolutely have never seen that. That's crazy. MG, did you get afflicted? I'm just going to presume that you did. No! MG is fine. You're going to go cheer up Cora. Cool. Well, you are play. The game wants me to go play Theme Hospital. I haven't got 2 Point. Have I got 2 Point Hospital installed on this computer? I don't think so. I mean, Caleb saying mega mech raid incoming. The good news, and the only slight good news, is A, 2 of my tanks are remote control. B, the Bradley is absolutely devastating. So if we needed to, a couple of people not dying of plague could probably do the job. This is Trey saying doctors required in plague ward. That feels like something from Theme Hospital. It really does. Actually, a good point from Lombo. Does everyone have patient 1 as a priority? Yes, by the looks of it, they do. I mean, that's good. I feel like I'm literally just going to be... Right, what I think I'm going to have to say, Numot, your job is literally doctor... Well, I guess if you've got nothing... You are on, like, #1 priority doctor. And the fact that you're going to... No, you must tend to the plagued. Good lord. These nuts, what are you doing? You're asleep. I mean, the thing is, the doctors are just going to be exhausted because they're going to be awake almost constantly. So there we go. Firebird, I think this was saying that the drip stands help by increasing the recovery rate by a certain amount. Yeah, that would be good. Like, I wasn't expecting to need it this urgently. I really wasn't expecting to need it like this. But, yeah, things have just happened. Like, we do need these. But, yeah, it's just not gonna... We could probably do that, but I don't think we're going to be able to do, you know, anything really in time. Jet, are you going to the hospital? Yep. Matthew, yep. FailRace, yep. Christian, yep. Oh my god. Like, I have just never... I've never come across this match. This is ridiculous. I guess it's a good thing I did go and build the backup hospital. The hospital we literally never expected to fill. The hospital we never expected to need. But here we are. Desperately needing it. Okay, who is not plagued? Benjamin is fine. No Face is plagued, but tended to. Tactical is okay. D's Nuts is fine. Numot, Numot, you're going to work so hard over the next few days. Forever is okay. If we somehow get out of this alive, I will be astonished. I am going to build... It's morbid. It's morbid, but I'm going to build some more of these. Oh, there's a group social fight. My god. I think they're more just shouting at each other. Not sure they're actually doing much in their group social fight. Okay, could you... MG, I did tell you to build that, but try and build the radio for everyone stuck in there with nothing to listen to. So that should help them with the recreation. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Does. Maybe, I don't know. It's better than nothing, right? Right? Climbers back on their feet. Climber, just stay in the hospital, please. For the love of God, just stay in the hospital. At least whatever this group fight weirdness was has stopped. Kurt, you're all good. Is FailRace being tended to? Is everyone actually being... No. Oh my god. Like, we just don't have enough people. I think we've got to this point... Oh, Tommy can't even do anything. Who else do I need to shout at? Who's a half... Like, who is a competent enough doctor? Eve the cat. I know you are sleeping, but you're going to have to tend to someone. Cora... You are also sleeping, but you've got to, like, we've got to get some, like, we are definitely not getting everyone through here. Someone is going to die to this. I literally can't, well, unless I constantly pause the game and micromanage stuff to a ridiculous degree, and even then I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, we are beating the plagues on the most part, as far as I can see. In fact, Lado's going to be up and on the go pretty soon. Lado, are you a good doctor? Crap. That would have been helpful. I mean, there's possibly some people... I mean, it's not going to be low priority. Basically, if you can do doctoring... If you can do doctoring to any length, any sort of degree, I'm probably going to shove you into doing doctoring at the moment. I feel like almost everybody is going to be doing doctoring if they can. Just in case. I don't know why you've got doctoring on there. Insulting spree from Blindas. That's really not helpful, although everyone... Insulted God's Cannon's cooking skills. The last thing I need is another bloody fight. hopefully they don't. Guy Incognito's unhappy. I mean, don't romance. I wanted you to bloody try and feed them. Like Benjamin is doing some fine work. MG's building the radio. You're tending to Chris. You're tending to Petrol Head. Gauze Cannon. Can't. Cora, you're not viewing art. You're feeding someone. I'm sorry, Cora. There is no time for art. There is literally no time for art. You must be like you're in the moment. All you are going to be doing is healing and tending to. Pretty much. Sorry, it's noisy in here. We're just building a radio. It's going to get noisy. We're getting there. Sorry, things are coming. Tommy, thank you for the donation. Saying, gee, so I see why your oil is not run out. Indeed, that oil is 3 times the size of the one I have. I believe the game now has got a plague cult. Praise the plague. Good luck with that one. Oh, yeah. We have very much been plagued in this. Not very fun. But yeah, if you've got a small oil field, that would probably be why. As I said, I used that one there, and we did kind of max it out quite quickly. So that's possibly what it is. Drake, thank you for the bits. I was saying, Alex, you talked about Theme Hospital. So here's one of their announcements. Patients are reminded not to die in the corridor. Oh, I remember that one. Oh, God, I do remember that. God, I'm trying to think of the other ones now. It's been so while since I played it. God, that was one of the early games I played, really. Was it Theme Park Inc.? I think it was an early theme park game I played. Like so I'm thinking back and I'm going outside of racing games. I played a lot of them, and so I played a lot of racing games. I played Tomb Raider, and yeah, I'm trying to think of the other games I had on PC, and Theme Park Inc. was one of them. Theme Hospital was another one. Then Pharaoh. For those of you that might remember that one, that was like an ancient Egyptian city builder that I had. There's a remaster of that came out a little while ago that I was playing that was very fun to revisit. God, what were the other old ones that I had? Sims, I did play some of the Sims. I only really got into Sims later on. It was much more of a I played The Sims at other people's house rather than me having The Sims, I think. Oddly, you healed. No. Though you are doing a pretty good job of beating it, so that's useful. So we've got another random tangent. On this one, it's just random old games that I played. Oh, Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder was another one I really liked. So, yeah. There we go. Random old games that I used to play. Climber, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, quick, break out the beak-shaped Plague Doctor masks. In all seriousness, you might save colonists by building cryopods. I mean, we've got one. I don't think I can build them in time. Oh, the guests enjoyed their stay. Thank you for giving us components. Please help us with the plague. Can you come and do doctoring? We need doctoring. Please help. Oh jeez, FailRace is in a really bad way. Like, we won't be able to build cryopods in time, I don't think, to really be of any use for this lot. I'm hoping, like, building the intravenous stands is probably the most effective we're gonna get here. Okay, I think the lot that got the plague, the first wave, is being dealt with quite nicely. Core is going to be fine. Longbow's hungry. Okay, Jet's going to go feed Longbow. Good work, Jet. Domestic Canadians just chilling in their bedroom. Just everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing to see here. I mean, you do have a bullet storm. If things go wrong, you are definitely one of the colonists. Oh, Nokia Sphere's got dark There's Blanco being kicked out of their dark visions. Anyone seen Blanco? Well, Blindas is an idiot, but okay. Okay, we can deactivate this obelisk. Cool. We should have 2 shards of that. Shard, yes, we have. Yeah. Oh, yeah, paramedic. Well, again, like paramedic mechs, if I had been prepared, would probably be useful. I don't actually know what ones they are. I'm going to guess then they're a small mech. Oh, paramedic. There we go. He's a high subcore. Don't know if I have one. They're quite good. I should definitely get one of them. To be fair, didn't even know they existed. Had not seen one of them before. I presume that... I don't know. Is it a mod? No, that isn't actually. That's just a base game one. I didn't even know there was a paramedic mech. Shows how much attention I have played. Damn. Okay. Well, that's quite cool. I should absolutely build a couple of those. Yeah, really should. That'll be useful. Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still learning about this game. Still learning the various things. You know, it does happen. It does happen sometimes. Firebird, thanks for the bits. So has Tommy sorted the oil issue? I'd say I don't know. I think Tommy's oil issue is Tommy is out of oil more than anything else. I think it's just low amounts of oil in the. Oh God, Blanco, you are in an absolutely shocking way. Get there, because you've been wandering around with the plague unattended. These nuts, you've. I mean, everyone is so busy with this. I would rather have dealt with a raid. Okay, thank you, Christian. You can at least deal with them. Yeah, like a raid would have been so much better to deal with than this. Because it's pretty awful. This one here gives us mutations. I'm not sure there's any real advantage to keeping this. I'm gonna wait though. We're gonna turn it off after everything's gone. Like we've sorted everything. Blindas is just shouting at people in the hospital. Blindas called Benjamin's nephew a horse. Benjamin is asleep. By all means, shout at Benjamin while they're asleep. Insulted Petrolhead's ears. I mean, at least you're not dying of the plague. Oh, crossbows up. I'm gonna go feed Jet. Okay, Bacon Bap's okay. You know, it's important that your Bacon Bap is fine. Chris is sick. Tommy is not great, but I think Tommy will be okay. Dirk is fine. Nokia will not be fine. Actually, no, tell a lie. Nokia for someone having the dark visions, Nokia is actually one of the better ones because their immunity is doing well. It's not Climber we were looking for, it's Blanco that's a real concern. Ugh. I don't know if there is anything I can do. I mean, I can shove you in a cryopod, but then your immunity won't go up either. That is quite funny. Blindas called Camaro's mother a crab. This drove Camaro into a rage. Camaro literally... Blindas annoyed Camaro. Camaro got out of bed, punched Blindas. Blindas immediately collapsed and Camaro's gone back to bed. Blindas, you absolute plank. Blindas has the bloody plague as well. Doctors! We need doctors! There's another moron's not got tended to plague. You're tending to Drake. What are you? You're resting. Sorry, you're not. You're going to have to tend to the moron over here. Oh, Christ. Right. How are you doing? Okay, you are not looking great. What I'm going to have to try and do is when that tending comes around, we will have to try... So, the reason why I've not been allowing the Glitterworld medicine to be used is because I do not have enough. We will burn through it instantly. So I was trying to use it for targeted people, and it looks like Blanco is going to be the one that has to be heavily targeted. Cowley's almost fine. Paul is going to be okay. Hippo's fine. Jack, well, will be fine. Jack will be fine. Hendog will be absolutely fine. Hendog's actually doing quite well. Ligma is infected with everything. They will do okay, though. Yeah, I absolutely can produce Glitterworld medicine. We're going to just not have enough for anything, really. We'll just burn. That had like 300 medicine in it, I think, at the start. Yeah, 300? Yeah, I think it did. Is our Mechanator well? I think our Mechanator... Oh, no, our Mechanator did get the plague. Oh, our Mechanator's in a bad shape. Right. Dylan, stop building crap. Go to the hospital. You are worse off. I honestly hadn't even seen where Dylan was, but yeah, Dylan is another one we really need to make sure they are okay. You can just go and rest in the hospital now. Okay. Halogens survived the plague. Which is something. I think everyone is on bed rest. Well, are they not? Oh no, they're not. I think it is going to have to be, with the possible exception of the odd doctor, I might shout to go and heal. I think there's just. I think at this point, with the severity of the plague, if you are. If you have the plague, get to a hospital, because then we can at least figure out who needs what and where and what's going on, kind of a thing. Oh, can you click someone doing it once? Oh well, never mind. Either way, it's all good. Jet, are you cured? No. But you are tending to someone. Okay, actually, no, that's good. So, bed rest, the command to go and do doctoring is higher than the bed rest, because I think as much as it might give us some trouble. Oh crap! Do we not have an intravenous? I don't have one of these bloody things in here. Who can I shout at? Who is a good builder? MG. Hey Cass. Not even sure who's awake who can go build that for us. Don't care about the marble sarcophaguses, laddo. Time to build the intravenous stand, please. Meow! To you too, Cass. Yeah. I know. Thank you for your input, Cass. It is much appreciated. Right. Ooh, Blanco has crept up. Okay, Private Dylan has crept up. Cora is healed. Blanco, I think, will beat this. It's close. Blanco is the most sick of everyone here. Drake is pretty sick, but we'll be okay. Jack's fine. Paul's immunities. Malaria is much slower to build immunity than the plague, although the plague will kill you quicker by the looks of it. That's at some 50. You're at 85. Oddle's good. Noodly brain, it's fine. No face. So I've just got to go do this check because I'm just not sure who I need to be worried about. And if I've missed anybody who I need to be worried about. Hen dog I don't need to worry about. You're an idiot who's going to fight. Camaro will be fine. Petrol head will be fine. Nokia Sphere might be one that I'm a bit concerned with. You're fine. Oh, Paul obtained volatile trait. That's what we need. You're definitely not getting grenades now. Tommy will be alright. Chris will probably be okay. I mean, they're going to be very sick, but they will probably beat this as far as I can guess. FailRace. Oh, yay. Oh, FailRace is in a really bad way. Someone go sort out Pool, please. I am not sure who, but we need someone to go and sort out Pool. Could we just go send one of the big mechs? I mean, the rather morbid building of the graveyard is kind of... I mean, it is happening. Astonishingly, all of the prisoners have got away without... Oh no, Sever has got the plague. Oh, Sever's in a terrible way. I mean, I'm not gonna... Like, if they die from the plague, they die from the plague. I don't care too much. Like... Okay, Nokia Sphere. How bad are you? Oh, you're good. You're fine. You're actually going to beat... Plague. You were pretty resilient, actually, to that one. Credit where it is due. I was going to see whether you got any traits particularly, but no, you just got luckier. That's fine. That's the sort of thing you want. Someone, you know, getting over the plague nice and quickly. Right, Blanco, how is it going? Ooh! Guy's got dark visions. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, you should be fine. Like, honestly, FailRace is the worst off. MG, you were never sick. You were one of the ones that got away with it. You're lucky. Is that longbow cured, do we reckon? Yeah. Fantastic. I guess they are. Our doctor's asleep. Honestly, they probably are. Tell you what, D's Nuts and Numot are pretty much going to... Not just them, as other, you know, quite poorly people have also helped with the doctoring, but those two have absolutely saved the colony in this. I'm not even sure if these intravenous stands are working particularly, but you know, they look the part, right? How is it going? Okay, FailRace is just about going to be okay, I think. Oh, a masterwork granite sarcophagus. Well done. I hope we don't need it, but we shall see. Agent Halogen, thank you very much for the donation, saying the cube will heal us. Now that sounds dangerously like a cult. Well, it was already a cult, but you know, the cube is not here. The cube is not here to heal us. It's gone. It was melted down into its component parts. I'm sorry. Yes, it was Cass. Are you a fan of the cube, Cass? That was a very loud... When I was saying it was melted down, you got very noisy. Or are you just annoyed that I didn't buy you treats with the gold? That sounds more likely. Does sound like the more likely outcome of the two. You're very talkative today. What is up, Cass? I guess we can just give you a fuss. I think he just wants a fuss. Oh, you are a silly cat, aren't you, Cass? Okay, Brady's making stuff. I mean, you have still got to like bear in mind, like food production's completely crashed while this is all going on, but at least we should be fine. We're looking at food levels we have. Oh, cargo pods. Thanks. What are you dropping? Oh, psychite tea. Cool. Oh, I just got a headbutt from a cat. Hey, Kes. What's up, buddy? Oh, that one there needs one there needs some power to it. So we will do that. Still getting headbutted, and every so often a cat paw reaches up over the armor chair to try and grab my hand because he wants attention. Oh, thing I haven't done is allow expanded that into its like grazing area again. Benjamin is fully healed. Good stuff. That's what we like to see. Okay, yeah, FailRace is going to be good. I think everybody here is ahead of the plague. Yeah, Chris is a bit iffy, but I think the other two that were Private Dylan, who is now well ahead of it, and Blanco. Blanco is going to be really, really poorly in this one. Like, it is a pretty extreme plague for Blanco, but I believe we are going to be safe to beat it. Jack Skeleton is all good. Ligma's beaten the plague, he's just now got to beat malaria. Anthony is going to be alright. Has anyone seen Ladder? Where is Ladder gone? Climber's unhappy, but Laddo, has Laddo beaten both? I'm going to guess yeah. Hey! No, it wasn't Laddo, sorry. It was Paul that was the one that had both. Okay, Paul is still on an insulting spree, which isn't good, but has at least beaten one. Paul just goes into people's bedrooms, finding people asleep and shouting at them. Colonists have not made this disaster easy to deal with at all. I guess if some colonists need like some recreation, I can hardly begrudge them. Seeing as basically everyone has been ill with the plague at some point, I can. Oh no! Blanco has gained the I mean, honestly, in the game, the psychopath trait is not a too smart psychopath. You're going to be a serial killer, aren't you? Thankfully, that's not a thing that can happen. Like that doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. I guess it doesn't feel. It also feels no mood boost from socializing. Is maybe a little bit of a downside, but yeah. Guy Incognito, I believe they were okay. They are fine. They have calmed down at some point. It's really Paul that's the one that we've got the problem with at the moment. Has Paul over the bits. Thank you. Saying opens the door and shouts "Sprouts," then leaves. That's basically what you're doing at the moment. You're going after God's cannon now. Someone's going to punch you in a minute. I'm just not sure who. I mean, if we look through... Paul compared Sergio to a pirate, Sergio to a cod. Sergio called Paul, or insulted Paul's brother's honesty. Paul hurled invective about Sergio's accent. Paul called Railface a beaver. Paul openly insulted Jack Skeleton's hair. Oh, and well, you know what? He pissed off Drake. And what was it that did it? Drake. Oh no, it was Drake called Paul a barbarian. Oh, so Drake stood up for Jack, and then Paul just decided it was time for a fight. Oh, and then they've stopped, and Paul's having some dinner, and then we'll probably go to the hospital. Climbers in a daze. Okay, well your injuries are healing. You've not got plague or any of that horrible stuff. At least the fight has unloading inventory. Paul, what do you have in your inventory? You don't have anything in your inventory to unload. I guess maybe the steel you're carrying. And then, yeah, go to the hospital so that we can treat the plague. because, you know, you've still got the bloody plague. This lot, honestly. Yeah. They are just frustrating. And a little bit dumb. We still need to move more plastic, to be fair. To be fair to the colonists at the moment, moving of resources and neatening up the massive storage sheds we have are not priority when plague and death is currently occurring. Drake, bits. Same Paul? Right, Drake, you asked for it. Fight. Oh, it's not time. Time for some sprouts. That's basically what happened, yeah. That's pretty much it. It was not a great fight, and then everyone stopped for lunch, and... I mean, honestly, you kind of knocked Paul out of the insulting spree, so Paul can go to the hospital and be tended for malaria. I'm going to say Blanco must be now all sorted. Private Dylan was the last one we had concerns with, and Private Dylan will be okay. Peter has calmed down Climate, that's good. I'm going to close those messages now. I don't need all of the plagues currently going on. Oh, FailRace is over there. Okay, crossbow is going to tent. I was going to say, like, we were going to very quickly shout at somebody, but there was somebody there. And crossbow is FailRace's brother, right? I did remember it correctly, yes. So, there we go. I mean, crossbow's gone straight back into bed as well, because crossbow's also quite sick with the plague. We'll beat it. I mean, by the looks of it, unless there are any complications from it now, it does look largely like we are going to have got through this. And the fact that we've got through this, and by the looks of it, minimal deaths, let's put it like that, just in case I've missed someone's pretty severe symptoms, etc. But honestly, minimal deaths with essentially a triple plague. Quite a lot of fights. Well, those two idiots have stopped their fight quite quickly. That's good. Yeah, I guess there's been arguments and tension has boiled over, and that's led to some fights. Captain Kirk called Eve the cat's aunt a heron, throwing the cat into a rage. Oh God, these colonists. We are going to have to be working so much overtime making medicine. Okay, so we're still at 273. We try to keep it at about 5. We've gone through a lot of medicine at the moment, Christ. Paul, thank you for saying we need a gymnasium to calm the colonists down, methinks. Yeah, I think what it is just everyone's in pain, everyone's, you know, recreationally deprived. What are the downside? Like sick, serious pain, disturbed sleep, Incognito's rambling apparently. But like, yeah, everyone's sick, so it's just making everyone miserable. So they're a lot more snappy, and fights are occurring at a too regular a basis. But I think we're out of the worst of it now. As I said, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more deaths. Actually, I mean, the only death we did experience was, unfortunately, for one of the poor dogs, that there was simply no chance we were going to be able to save that one. Let's expand these along, because there is still more uranium and the like to go up there. I mean, there's stacks of uranium down there as well. Well, actually, I guess probably the better. Ooh, we could maybe store some silver in there. There's still some uranium that can go off those shelves and find its way. Maybe we can store silver. We're going to have a big vault for all our money. Which I'm fine with, you know. Right, so if we plonk that one down there, we're going to plonk one in the middle, and one over there, so that it should keep the whole area in for trading. Paul, thank you for bits. saying, showing you this my earlier bits donation of my colonist's feverish dream was a good one. Oh, where is it gone? I can't actually see it. Gone. Okay, found it further back. Didn't realise the plagues would be going on for 40 plus minutes. Anyway, yes, Paul a bit saying, like, my colonist is currently feverish and dreaming. I dreamed that the sun had teeth and it whispered my medical condition every time it blinked. 2 men named Steve, one made of pus, the other of mosquitoes, told me they were the plagues and challenged me to a game of horseshoes using my kidneys. A buffalo floated by wearing my childhood face, humming the sound of distant mortar fire. I woke up chewing on herbal medicine, and that wasn't there. Need more spreads. Yeah, that is what was going on while you were wandering around. That is what was going on there. Cowbell, thank you very much for the donation. Saying Dirk is a weirdo who sniffs bicycle seats and wears a hat made of hamsters in the middle of a 6-hour drive to Auckland in the ute for work. Hi, Drake. Dirk is definitely an odd one. But again, for those that probably won't have seen it, Dirk, where's Dirk gone? Dirk's Sithole over here. Now, it is a very silly name. Of course it is. Who's got medical emergency? 7. Oh, we know you're in trouble. You are going to be fine. So, yeah, Dirk Sithole is a very silly name. However, it was not one that I came up with, or any of chat came up with. Dirk was actually a character when we were playing Xenonauts, who just a random character spawned name for Xenonauts. And it was funny, so it has stuck pretty much. Yeah, very, very silly name. Or I say a very amusing name that has just, yeah, forever stuck. But honestly, the Dirk sniffing bicycles and wearing a hat made of hamsters could well be true. Could well be true. Camaro is developed the immunity to play. Camaro is pretty unhappy. I think Camaro is going to have a mental break of some sort, as long as it is not go and break some stuff out of the Anomaly holdings. That'd be fine. Cora says, does Cora still like Twingo? Let's have a look. I mean, a little bit. These nuts is the slightly better chance. I mean, 6.3 is some of the best we've seen. Oh, Noodlebrain's fighting Ligma. Okay, well, they're no longer fighting, so that's good. If they just get the fights out of their system, we just need a purge. No, let's not do that, because this is all going to go wrong. No, we will not purge the colony. Although, well, I mean, we are kind of on the purge at the moment. Everyone just wanting to punch each other. I mean, it's not quite the whole way, but Camara's just unhappy. They've gone to bed. Hopefully they'll wake up feeling better. That's the plan. Right, hospitals. Captain Kurt is still down here. Hey, FailRace is fine. FailRace has beaten the plague. Blindas has also beaten the plague. Over here, I mean, these are, I think, mostly people from fights, but Noodlebrain's done it, Ligma's done it, Paul is still battling malaria. Eve the cat's fine, and Drake is fine, yeah. God, we burnt through a lot of our medicine, I can tell you that much. However, that was a lot more stressful. I think we've saved the prisoner as well. I think even the prisoner's going to survive by the looks of it. The downside to it all just seemed to be the colony is a powder keg and ready to have a massive fight at any given moment. Longbow and Camaro are a bit unhappy. Ugh. Drake, thank you very much for the donations. Amen. Which is more annoying? Infighting between colonists, a plague outbreak twice in a row, or the loss of our cabbages of love. Also, evening camera. It's kind of funny when we send messages to each other in donations. To read out, yeah, I'm kind of, you know, like when you're like passing messages in bloody school. That's where we're at pretty much. I was going to do that. I was going to forget. But I mean, the plague's easily the worst. Well, it was a triple plague because it was malaria followed by 2 outbreaks of plague, which is I've never seen that. I know. I've only played about 200, 300 hours of Rimworld. How many hours have I played of Rimworld? Let's go and have a look because I can quickly load that up while it's playing in the background. Does it pause the game? Okay, it does pause the game. That's fine. We will find Rimworld quickly. Oh, actually, my Steam library is a mess. No, 760 hours. There we go. No, sorry, 200-300 hours is for Total War Warhammer. 760 hours is how much I played Rimworld, and I've never seen a triple plague like one after. Like that's just crazy. And somebody did say the game. I can't actually remember who it was. Might have been Caleb. I might have even read it out. I don't remember. Somebody said the game really just decided it wanted to try and kill me this time, and just massive plague is a good way to try and quell the number of colonists, isn't it? I'm not quite sure. Oh, you got the toxic waste pack from that. I said, where did you get that? Did you get the toxic waste pack? But that was all the way down there. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything you can actually do to prevent like the disease outbreaks. Like I can't think of. We've got pretty good medical systems. We're pretty well set up. So I'm not sure if there is, in any way, shape or form, like a way to do that. Yeah, Pinky with Bits saying we're working on building medical robots. That is a good idea to do. It is a good idea to do now. Do we have? We have a high subcore. Fantastic. So that means we can gestate a paramedic bot. We will. You were making weed. Now you're going to make a. Now you're going to make Baymax. Well, I've forgotten the Baymax. I think. That one. That's what we're going to go build. From weeds to high-tech robotics. It's all in a day. All in a day. Possibly. No. Noodle Brain is fully healed. Good stuff. You can leave the hospital now. Pengy was some colonists running around naked. Honestly, it's not impossible. I don't think so. As far as I can see, everyone looks fine. Anthony's pretty unhappy. Why did you sleep on the ground? Like, there's beds. What? Ah, Cargill saying penoxycyllin blocks some of the diseases if taken regularly. I don't know how to make it, but maybe we should look into that. I presume it's not made on these sort of things. Well, I'm going to guess it's going to be made of chemistry tables, isn't it? Or the drug lab. Ooh, that's quite expensive. Nutrimine. 8 Nutrimine. I mean, we can make Nutrimine ourselves, but that's a lot. I don't know. For a small colony, that's probably worth it. For our size colony, we'd need so much of that to be able to have them take it regularly, I guess. Firebird, thank you bits, saying Baymax from Big Hero 6. Yes, I love the film. Also, Firebird saying, what a great movie that was. Remember watching it when I flew to America. Yeah, it's a really, really good film. Oh, was there? Oh, no, there's no Unhappy Unity. Sometimes, so Tarek saying about the Unhappy Unity attack clothing. So I have a system. Why is it animal film? They got themselves stuck in that. I'm just going to open that door. So, one of the things that does happen is I have my game set so when the colonist clothes get to a certain level, they will no longer wear them. But it will be a moment where it like ticks down to that level, and then they've got to go find new clothes. So it's probably a case of it got tattered clothes, so they went to find some new ones at some point, but they were possibly wandering around naked for a moment, so it came up with unhappy nudity, and that's how it is. Some of that stuff sorts itself out. Right, I'm going to do that to try and stop them from pooping in the driveway. Tattered clothes. Anthony. Okay, because I'm going to guess tattered clothes. The gas mask is just ticked over to that, so you will go take it off, and then it'll get repaired on the workbench up here at some point. Not that we've got the repair kits at the moment, because other things have taken place that have messed us up. But alas, we cannot worry too much. It's going to be slightly the wrong size, this. It's going to annoy me a little bit. I guess we might be able to extend it one further out. Or I could have different cabinets further back. Also a distinct possibility. So we're going to store our silver over there. Well, actually, silver, maybe a bit gold. The silver doesn't actually take up that much space because they're in stacks of 500. So that's not too bad. I guess you could maybe have some of these storing like something like the leather. Got lots of random bits of leather around the place. So it is helpful having it near there. The pen needed was for some yaks that joined us that I'm just not fussed about. And they wander off. Like they were never really they were never really intended to be part of the colony. They decided they wanted to join, but you know, that was kind of it. There wasn't really much to do with them. They're not. Starvation. Private Dylan, go and eat, moron. Consume a fine meal. I guess you just got so busy working on the mech gestator that you've forgotten to eat. Or sleep. Okay, look. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. We can start... Okay, that's fine. You can start working on the mech on that later. I don't know why it took you so long to collect the bits that we have all of. Oh, Hippo has made masterwork flak vest. I mean, that's cool. Calgo also saying, other option is give everyone bionic kidneys. Better kidneys equals better blood filtration equals faster immunity gain. Okay. I mean, would be expensive to do, but that's also a possible thing. Didn't know that one, but that's kind of cool. I guess it makes sense though, right? Like if you start replacing all the organs with bionic ones that are, you know, technically better, they're just going to heal faster, sort of thing. Is that so, Cass? Cass is here, just coming to say hello. I mean, stuff is actually... Considering we were in winter, it was really surprisingly good for growing. So, there we go. Pingy, think of it. Saying, Alex, during the Plague of Plagues, change a lot of priorities for colonists. You want to change them back to normal. I honestly reckon leaving bed rest on 1 might actually be a good shout. I mean, I'm not sure if any of these... I mean, I guess maybe... Like, some of these that wouldn't normally... I feel like anyone with good doctoring skills should be on, on top priority for doctoring. Because, yeah, like, we're going to probably need that. Bacon Bat Pure can just not doctor. Blanco can doctor if needed. Crossbow. You know what, I might try and... We'll see if we can train crossbow. Brady's nothing great. Tommy's good. Cora's good. Firebird can help if needed. Tommy, thank you for the donations. Like, Alex, would you like to trade some Penoxycillin. I have 133 in storage. Something different than silver. I have 203,000 silver. Jeez. You have a lot. You have an awful lot. I think I could probably have a lot more if I found the right trade ships to trade for, as I have jettisoned a lot of stuff at times just trying to clear space, which is not great, but it does happen. It does happen sometimes for us. Right, we want to haul those things out of there. Do we actually? Okay, we have one spare bedroom. God, we just... like, it's just so quickly do we end up filling all of these bedrooms and everything. Right, end tables. And go there. I mean, like, okay, technically we probably don't need to have all of these identical rooms, but well, we could possibly just have more fun with them. However, for simplicity's sake, this design, I know, works. The colonists are happy with it, so we will copy and paste it around wherever possible. We haven't really needed many more pet beds yet. We haven't got any new pets for a while. I do apologise. I know some people donated for characters and stuff, but we've not really got anything. We've mostly just been trying not to die. So yeah. Oh, another masterwork. Bloody hell! Look at this. A masterwork bed and a masterwork plant pot. I feel like Lado might have done a slightly better job there with a masterwork bed. What is the art? Furniture bears an image of Sergio Turbo working feverishly while looking pleased. 9 ethereal spirits of ancient masters watch from above. A monster lies near the main subject. The work is shaded in hues of green and blue. This representation tells the story of Sergio Turbo becoming a master at shooting. Oh, damn. I feel like Sergio's bedroom's moving. Like, who else is going to want to sit on that bed that's got like this really intricate carving of Sergio, I don't know, shooting a gun at some targets? It's kind of cool, but yeah, there we go. I guess we'll move Sergio Turbo's bedroom to that one when it's finished being built, because that makes more sense than anything else. I swear that's new. I don't remember that. But there we go. Alas. Chuck some lights in there. No more masterworks from anybody there. It's astonishing how quickly we can chuck these bedrooms together when we need to. Like, we've got such good construction skill characters. God, I remember, you know, the horrible, challenging early days of this when you've got, you know, 3 colonists, most of them not very good, you know, struggling away, trying to build basic stuff. Tommy is the only one... No, Tommy and Climber are the 2 in hospital, and that's from social fights, not from anything else. Like, plague dealt with, just cuts and bruises. Climber, similar, cracks and bruises, you know, just general horrible stuff. Oh, look at the harvest of beets! So many beets, so much food! It is glorious. It is what we need, you know, we wanted lots of food. It's, as I said before, like, when we get down to like 1,000 meals, I have to start being a little bit concerned. Not because that's not a lot of food, but because we go through so much food then, and if we need to make changes, if we need more food, like I have to work so far ahead of myself because of the amount of food we get through. So the fact that we've had a relatively good winter for growing stuff is very helpful. Very helpful. I mean, we lost some, of course, but it's a lot better than a lot of colonies will get. So, I am going to take the win on this one. Yeah. I don't know what they're making with the beets. We just have these fancy, fine vegetarian meals. That's pretty much what this colony ends up eating. So maybe it is beet soup. Who knows? Actually, no, tell a lie. I think there is a mod, and I think I might even have it, that does actually allow soup making. I don't know why I'm caring about this at the moment, but sure, let's go have a wander through. Now we've got a cheese press, always important. Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe it's not here. Actually, I can also just go... soup cooking. There we go. Yeah. Can be done. Can be done. I'm learning and finding out. That's a dog on the move. Lena, there's a mission. Go, Lena, go. Anyway, I've just seen the time. That is going to be time to end the stream. I hope you've enjoyed this unfortunate plague simulator. We only really dealt with one raid. We very much obliterated the cultists. I mean, the mortars did a lot of the work. The mortars really did do a lot of the work on that one, defeating the cultists. But that was a small raid, and it was never likely to do a huge amount. The plagues were devastating, or could have been devastating, I should say. Absolutely crippled the colony, and we were lucky that nothing else was thrown at us during it. Never seen a worse plague than that going on, and yeah, got away with it. Got away with it. Everybody is fine. Everybody will be okay. Probably some harrowing memories from the entire colony pretty much being in the hospital, but everyone has indeed survived. Firebird, thank you for the bits. Petition for Alex to create fruit juice for the colonists. I mean, in theory, maybe. Like, it's not impossible. Oh, no, I don't think I have any of the fun stuff. There was a mod I played with at some point that had like sushi and all sorts of different things. I guess actually we can make a soda fountain, which is not really. We can make juice. I'm not sure how, but yeah, I guess we could actually. Not sure what we need to do for it. I guess some sort of like brewing. I don't know. Maybe we'll look into some varieties, some more things our colonists can make, because, you know, it's not like they're busy enough as it is already. That is going to be it from me. A very, very big thank you to all of you for watching. Of course, a massive, massive thank you to those who donated, those who subscribed. Although I apologise, we didn't really get any characters. We didn't get any names going on today. Just the way that it goes. Largely, I also don't think we were playing on particularly fast time, because things were going terribly wrong. However... yeah, that is going to have to be it as Paul. Thank you for the bits, Paul. Just shouting sprouts at the end of the stream. Oh, dear. I will be back. As I said, I'm not completely sure. It's Friday, Saturday, quite what the plan is this weekend for me. But I'll be back on one of those days with some roadcraft, of course. We're going to have some roadcraft going on. And I'll be back on Sunday for the goodness of GTA 5. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. As ever. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed some Rimworld. I'll be back soon. Until next time, though, goodbye.